Lesson plans. Lesson plans are exceptionally important for you to be able to plan a particular class. These lesson plans are organized by SAT or ACT. So let's say we were just looking at SAT lesson plans. Here's the new SAT, broken out by particular math lessons. This might be, let's say, the first math lesson that you're using to teach the SAT. Let's see what this lesson plan looks like. Pulling this up, you'll see that we begin with a set of objectives to accomplish in the lesson plan. What you as an instructor need to be familiar with before you jump into teaching this particular class. These would be the pages from the Book of Knowledge Teacher Manual, so that if you're going to be using that as a resource in class, you know the pages to prepare in advance. Also, it might highlight the questions that would appear as drills assigned during the class or as presented to the class. It'll tell you the materials needed, in this case, making sure you've got the Book of Knowledge Teacher Manual. We try and lay out a do now so that we can have some way to jumpstart the class beyond simply saying, I'm going to lecture for quite some time. Here, specifically, we might highlight these are things around math in the new SAT. What are you afraid of? Beginning a class conversation with what you're afraid of can help students to become more self-aware. I find it incredibly valuable to begin teaching by actually approaching this from what we'll call the end user, the student. The student's perspective can influence not only the way the class is presented, but also what they take away from the class. If you hear a student say something like, I'm not a math student, that can be really, really difficult to overcome unless you highlight that the fears a student has. For instance, I'm worried that I'm not going to know the content. Okay, well, don't worry, I'm going to teach you the content. Or I'm not sure that I really understand formulas. That's okay. Here are the couple of formulas that we need to understand. Here are the ways we're going to practice it. Here are the things that the SAT is going to provide to you in advance. Deconstructing those fears can make your lessons go a lot better. So having that be a do now might be a great way to start this particular class. Then we'll lay out the mini lesson.